La tengo debajo del comfort zone. Trajo la prima, hicimos un baby. Tú andas con el que y el que anda. Ay, sí, y yo ando con Beto en el ey. Las baby saben que que yo soy un pícaro. Tú eres el más gante, el bichote, pero en la corte Fígaro. Esto es pa' los que me odian, pa' los que me adoran. El tiempo es oro y en oro y diamante te dice mi hora. Estamos facturando como una pastora. Ya no me emociona encontrarme un billete en la secadora. Siento que ya pasé GTA. Ahora, a veces quisiera quedarme pelo pa' empezar a josear otra vez y hacerme mío de nuevo. Mira cómo me muevo, mira cómo me muevo. Yo cambio el juego. Háblame de plata y de una le llego, Si no hablamos luego, a veces quisiera quedarme pelo pa' empezar a josear otra vez y hacerme mío de nuevo. Mira cómo me muevo, mira cómo me muevo. Yo cambio el juego, saldo a nadie le debo.
Las ganas tuyas hacerlo como el adiós. Solo quise estar estable, millonario, no. Pero ya que lo soy, yo lo voy a gastar como a mí me dé la gana. El hijo de Sol María, el nieto de Octavio. Mis hijos son leyendas, ya soy hereditario. Somos nosotros, pues, por lo contrario. Conmigo nunca salen Edidi con el diario. M grande en mi cuenta Super Mario. Para lograrlo hicimos lo necesario. No tengo ni un día libre en mi calendario y mucho menos tiempo para ustedes, mi horario.
No. Yo estoy aquí porque tenía que pasar. Joseando. Aquí nada fue al azar. Hay unos que me quieren, me ven de frente y me vienen a abrazar. En guerra avisada dicen que no, antes por eso no voy a avisar. No.
Thunder, lighting, enmascarado te dejamos en parking. 200,000 solo en un chanting. Yeah.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Lakers. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, consistency is their goal. They want to win each half, each quarter, each possession. Lakers, T-Wolves, and tip-off coming right after this. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for the Lakers, D'Lo and Reeves are the backcourt duo. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the three. One thing each of these teams can do is pass the rock, Grant. We should see a lot of ball movement tonight.
Hey, sharing is caring. And of course, there's great chemistry on both teams. There's such a flow to this game when they get together. And we're going to see some terrific team basketball tonight. I can't wait.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. 13 feet out. Another shot. Gobert, no good. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Count it. Good.
Over and over in his career, LeBron James defense has absorbed contact, and it hasn't mattered.
Conley passes to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. From deep. The offensive rebound.
Rudy Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain him.
Well, Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist. He's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, B.A., I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage inside. Focuses on taking high percentage shots that come to him naturally.
And he's good on the second.
Rudy Gobert has been consistently great on the defensive end of the floor as a rim protector and shot blocker.
Throws it up high and slam dunked by James.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Conley against Russell. Pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that one. And there's the foul against the Lakers. And Doris, Anthony Edwards has lived up to the expectations. He continues to get better each year.
He does, B.A., and let's remember, as a former #1 pick, that carries a lot of weight and responsibility. But Ant is a guy who embraces that pressure. He wants the spotlight, and he puts in the work to be great. His future is bright.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Well, Doris, the Timberwolves have made consecutive playoff appearances. That's a win for this team.
Well, when you consider that hadn't been done in this organization going all the way back to 2004, it does show they are moving in the right direction. The next step, obviously, they have to win a series.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Conley against Russell. Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. That one's good for 2.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick-and-roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
They grab their own miss. Davis. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul. Rudy Gobert. That's his first.
That free throw good from Davis.
And injuries have played a serious role in the career of Anthony Davis. But when he's healthy, he's a top 10 player in this league. You just hope for his sustained health.
Now here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Right wing. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. To Towns. Let's go with a 3. The Lakers with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And that one's good. James. James has got 6 points.
And LeBron James wins this battle right at the beginning. Explosive first step.
Davis against Gobert. Back to Conley. Shot, left block. Lets it fly. Towns can't get it to go.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And that one, good. Give him 8.
Boy, the poise, the concentration. LeBron James, so gifted, so big.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Towns. Oh, no good again that time. Here's Russell. On the wing, Reeves. From behind the arc. The Lakers with the rebound. He shoots again. And there's a nice layup by James.
Well, you love to see LeBron go to the window and set the tone with his rebounding. That is nicely done.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Davis. Prince comes in for Hachimura. Oh, wow!
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the first. James can't get it to go.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Here's Reed. Tries again. Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back. And the shot goes down.
Reed.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. 6-point lead. Driving inside. Pass to Hayes. Here's Vincent. From deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Anderson against James. Anderson passes to Reed. And they get it back. There's the block. Dinwiddie outside. Here's James. Good on the shot. James has got 12 points.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string. Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Lays it up and banks it in. 14 points for him.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And it's the Lakers on the break.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense and
by 15. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
On the court for Minnesota, they have their two big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Monte Morris. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Lakers are trying to get back in contention. LeBron James said, "We want to win at the highest level. Setting records or passing greats in a losing effort has never been in my DNA. That's never mattered unless it was all about winning." Brian, they're still trying to translate his individual greatness into another title.
Yeah, that's the goal. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's James. And it's James inside.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Now here's Towns. And the three-pointer goes. Towns has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Reeves. Yet to see a basket. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. McDaniels, that's good.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
The Lakers in the lead. Now James. 18 points for him. Inside. And finished off by Hayes. And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation. And that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
Towns passes to Morris. The three is up. Here's Gobert. The length of Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. The coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
The Lakers making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Conley's checked in. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Dinwiddie outside. On the take. Uneasy 2 on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Outside McDaniels to the middle. Here's Conley. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Conley's got his second basket of the game. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he makes it.
Trouble. I mean, if LeBron James is in the painted area, everybody's got to be prepared to contest. This guy too good in there.
James against Towns. Crafty move. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Here's Dinwiddie. Yes, it's good. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
Well, you can see the eagerness to contribute from Rui Hachimura. Finds the open man, willing to facilitate.
Towns down low. Check by James. James with the block. With the teardrop over McDaniels. James against McDaniels. James can't get it to go. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Morris. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, the confidence of Monte Morris in the mid-range on display there.
And you look at the impact of Mike Conley. He makes a difference without making many mistakes, Doris.
B.A., just an extremely disciplined point guard. He'd rather make the smart play than the highlight reel. This guy sets such a great example on and off the floor.
The Lakers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. James against Towns. And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Hayes.
It's amazing LeBron draws so much attention in pick-and-roll situations, but always looking to give it up to a teammate.
Timeout called the Timberwolves. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
He's getting loose and doing work. They want to talk this over and find some answers.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet, your Laker Girls.
And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Hayes. Prince comes in for Hachimura. Reddish is checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards, he's checked in for Morris. And it's McLaughlin in for Conley.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's James. It's good.
LeBron
James has got 22.
I tell you, that's a nice job by LeBron to keep that ball safe and secure on his way to the cup.
McLaughlin pass to Anderson. And here's Edwards. Takes the three. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds now. James with the focus.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
That is a huge three for them mentally. You don't want to go into halftime staring at a double digit.
And so it's Los Angeles. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is deadly. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's in a crazy zone right now and seems to be even hotter than he was in their last game. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in good spots, taking what the defense gives them.
That about right?
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. D'Lo and Reeves are the backcourt duo. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Conley against Russell. Right side Conley. The Lakers with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And stolen by Edwards. 3-on-3. Pass to Gobert. Gobert showing his skill inside.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1.
Defensive foul. Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James.
That free throw, good from James.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I am the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best in everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, he is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides in insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player. Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. To the right side. Towns for three. The shot no good. Some solid defense from James. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Reeves. Pass to James. Oh, LeBron buries a three.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
And that one's good from Conley.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Really encouraging to see D'Angelo Russell make these passes. If you're going to be effective as a point guard, you've got to run the pick and roll game.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Step back on that one and let it fly. Edwards has got 9.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Russell, the pass to Vanderbilt. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Gobert up top. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Excellent D there from Davis. Here's Reeves. And the Lakers get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, when you play with the level of focus and energy level that Rui brings nightly, Hachimura able to create that second chance opportunity.
And Minnesota calls time here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. And it's McLaughlin in for Mike Conley. Here's Edwards. And it's blocked.
Relentless defensive energy from Rui. Able to outwork his man and send it back.
Lakers on D. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Pass to Reed.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
One of the best defenders in the league at any position. AD can just smother a dude.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Edwards against Russell. Edwards can't hit.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Well, to me, it's huge. Gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
Vanderbilt against Anderson. There's a double team with Vanderbilt. Edwards for 3. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Reeves, the pass to Vanderbilt. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Edwards for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Now here's Russell. He's closely guarded. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Prince is checked in for Hachimura. Reddish comes in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Russell.
Cameron Reddish.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Here's Edwards. Rebound, the Lakers.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
To the paint. Here's Davis. Nice D from Reed. Here's Edwards. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Edwards has got 11 points.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He's been an offensive force. Now with over 30 points after the quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
41.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. And it's Gobert in at the 5.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
James finds Wood. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Well, the vertical threat because of the length that Christian Wood brings to the table.
Minnesota shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Now the deep giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
The shot by James, no good. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. Down by 15. Here he goes, and he lays it up and in. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Pass to Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Some changes now for the Lakers. Hachimura is checked in for Prince. Reeves comes in for Reddish, and Russell is subbed in for Vincent. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Darvin Ham had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And Allie, thanks. The Timberwolves have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Conley finds McDaniels. Back to Conley. And it's good for 2. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Fires for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Pass to Conley. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Here's Reeves. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul. Anthony Edwards. That's his first personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Stolen by Russell. Now the Lakers moving it up. And there's James on the assist by Russell. James has got 34 points.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's LeBron, and slam dunk by James.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
For Minnesota, they've gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. They need this. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. Davis, he's checked in for Wood. Hits both from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
James. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Over Russell. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 9 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
And he's going for the lob. And finished off by Davis.
Now, the very definition of unselfish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
For Minnesota, they've gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the fourth. Here's Conley. Rebound, the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Down low. It's tipped. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Shot is good by Reed.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Reeves, the pass to James. Counted from distance. James has got 41.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Edwards for 3. He drops it from range. Edwards got 21.
Shortest but toughest triple on the floor. Edwards making it happen.
Slams it home.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Conley against Russell. Second shot opportunity. And Davis with the block. James against Towns. The shot by James, no good. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Conley. Hachimura with a rebound. James against Towns. James can't get it to go. Edwards looking for an opening. The wide open shot is on the money.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Anthony, the chemistry between you and LeBron, how much of that is your skill set versus your connection as teammates?
We both respect each other. We know what we both can do on the floor on both ends, and when we get out and run and we run into our pick and roll, it's hard to guard. You know, he's able to shoot the ball if they go under. He's a monster attacking the basket. You know, I'm rolling or popping, and it kind of mix up the defense scheme. And anytime we're able to get into that action, it's unguardable.
It's unguardable, a combo anyone would love to have. Thanks, AD.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.